I don't know if I ever told the story of like, my experience with big brothers, big sisters, and how. So before one of the things that led up to starting Guardian was I was doing the Big Brothers, Big Sisters program for a few years. And my little brother at the time, I think he was about 12, he was a really, cool kid. I think he experienced a lot of the same things we see in a lot of the kids that we're trying to help today. He had a single mom that loved him a lot and really wanted the best for him. He was really addicted to video games. He wanted to play his video games all the time. And, he fit the profile, if you will, right, of like the same thing that's not uncommon. And one day, he wanted to go roller skating and he wanted to go to the movies. He wanted to do all these different things, and that was cool. But after a while, it really started to kind of feel like work for me, because it was like, hey, like I want to go roller skating on Sunday at 3 o'clock, an hour away. And I'm like, shit, like it's like my one day off a week, and that's like a 5-hour commitment to drive, pick him up, go roller skating, take him out. And so it became almost like this choice that I had to make. And I started thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if he just wanted to go to the jiu-jitsu gym that I wanted to go to? It's Sunday, I want to go to the open mat from 10 to 12. We could go to the open mat together. We could train. He could meet more people who might take a vested interest in his life. We could go get a burrito or some food afterwards, and then I could take him home, right? Now that would be a 2-hour day, and it would be doing something that I enjoyed doing. So I think like most people, I'm kind of selfish. Like I want to do things that I want to do. Like I didn't want to volunteer to pick up trash on the side of the highway, even though that's certainly noble and certainly something we need. It wouldn't get me excited to go volunteer, probably be passionate about it and stick with it for more than a day. And so that was really like the big impetus. Is I saw this thing that I felt like a lot of us were facing, people who love to do jiu-jitsu and know how much it would help. And I was sort of getting spread too thin, trying to do those other things. And then it culminated with one day when I did bring him into the gym, and he was rolling. He seemed to like it. And I think it was maybe like the second person he went with. It was a boy with long hair who had been training for a couple of years. And the kid tapped him out a couple times. And my little brother ran out of the gym, started crying, screaming, punched a light post. And the amount of like anger, I was almost like hyperventilating. And I was like, wow, I mean, this is like, holy shit. This kid is so angry, right? He's 12 years old or whatever he was at the time, 10, 11, 12. There was so much frustration, so much anger that he went out and punched a light post with his hand just because he got tapped out in a jiu-jitsu match, because he's thinking in his head, like, I'm the man of this house at 12 years old. There's no older male in this house than me at 12. And so I've grown up being the adult since I was a baby, basically. And I'm tough, I'm strong. My mom tells me I'm tough and I'm strong and I'm, the protector of the family or whatever. And I go into jiu-jitsu, and this person who I think is actually even, not even a boy, just ragdolls me. And it isn't even trying. And I think that that breaking down for him of like all the things he thought were true, just being so untrue, was too hard for him to handle. And that was what created all the anger and the frustration. And then of course my mind went to like, wow, like what happens now at 16 and 18? I got embarrassed, I'm not tough, gun comes out, knife comes out, run over somebody with my car, whatever it is, right? That level of anger to punch a telephone pole is gonna be much worse when that comes out a few years later in life, right? And that's when I was like, wow, if we can just redirect this anger into something positive, that would really make an impact on the world. Because the idea was like, let's just help 1 or 2 of these kids, that'll be a success. Now we're at hundreds, we have 400 and some kids training every month now, right? And it's growing quickly.